I swear to God, if you go higher than a 6, we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 22 of Into the Movieverse. Movie Knots and new viewers, welcome. We hope you enjoy this episode. We are reviewing The Gentleman. I'm Cody. I'm joined by Luca. And this is going to be an exciting episode. We have been waiting to talk about this movie for a while now. So let's just jump right into it, Luca. What are your first thoughts?
My first thoughts on The Gentleman.
Yes.
I'll be honest, did not know about this movie until you told me about it. So I didn't have really many expectations coming into it. I was not sure what it was about. What movie did you say it was similar to?
Ocean's 11. And Kingsman. Yeah, it's got Kingsman vibes. The aesthetic, like the fanciness.
Well, I mean, being set in England, I guess you could say it has Kingsman vibes, but it's not exactly like the same in terms of, I guess, like plot line. So
no.
So not much. Didn't have much to expect out of it. So coming in, my expectations were low. I didn't really do any prior research, like, for ratings and things like that. So just completely blindly and just trusting you for this movie. And I thought it was really good. I was engaged the entire time. I didn't really want to go check my phone. And, like, the writing was really, really well done. The way that they deliver the story is unique,
Very.
I didn't think that it was something. I can't recall another movie that sort of takes that sort of style, like. So I guess to give perspective, right? The Gentleman came out in 2019. So if you haven't seen it yet, you've had a long time. So we will be, doing spoilers. Maybe we can find some movie clips to show you just to give you some more perspective here. But you basically follow one of the right-hand man of Matthew McConaughey and a journalist, and the journalist essentially wrote a movie script of the events that took place with Matthew McConaughey's business. Now, the business is just like Matthew McConaughey has a ton of weed farms, and he was debating about getting out of the business, and he was trying to put it up for sale. Seemed like there was a little bit of sabotaging by the guy in the hat in the back there, to drive the price down so he could buy it off of McConaughey. And it was really an interesting take on that type of movie. Colin Ferrell is in it. He sort of plays, like, they call him Coach.
Yeah, that first scene where you meet him is awesome. When he takes on the kids in I think it was a deli.
Right. He was in a deli, and he was great in this. Like, so I can't remember. Let me pull up some Colin Farrell movies here, just so I can refresh
Penguin.
My memory here. Yeah, but I feel like
well known for that, at least right now.
Yeah. So he was also in Fantastic Beasts.
I have not seen that.
First Grinwald. That's where I've seen him before too. He was great in that. I really liked his acting in this, though. I thought he knocked it out of the park. He plays the Grindelwald disguise, basically, in the first Fantastic Beasts. But he was great. I mean, his Penguin performance was good too, but it was nice to see him.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice to see him actually, like, in his own body.
Yeah, but I think that's what's cool about Penguin is he did such a good job at, like, convincing you that people couldn't recognize him, not just because of the look, but because of his acting too. Totally unique character.
Right. And Yeah, I mean, so we in our title we say I wrote it was 10 times better than Doctor Strange, and I would say I would say that I stand by it. I mean,
Bold statement. Bold statement.
it is a bold statement. So what are your thoughts going in on this movie?
First of all, I saw this on Netflix. The reason we're reviewing this is because I was going through Netflix watching some movies, and I realized that this was charting number 2 on Netflix, second place. It had just come out on there. It's been out for 2 or 3 years now, and I was like, oh my god! I remember when this trailer came out. I never got to see this movie. I've always wanted to, so I was excited to see that it had Matthew McConaughey, Collin Ferrell. It had Charlie Hunnam, which is one of my favorite actors. He was in Sons of Anarchy. It was a very popular show. And Pacific Rim, another one of my favorites. So usually if Charlie Hunnam's in a movie, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to see that. So I was very excited to look into this. Billy, you've seen Pacific Rim.
No.
You've never seen Pacific Rim?
No.
That's like a masterpiece. How have you not seen Pacific Rim? Oh my god, that's like essential. You gotta add that to the list. The way they filmed that movie is incredible. The second one's really bad, but the first one is amazing. Different director.
I haven't seen any of his work.
Wow.
Besides,
he's been around for a while.
Wow. One.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to add Pacific Rim to the list then, for sure.
He also has a 2021 movie.
What was it like? He plays a king, right? Was it King Arthur or something like that?
No, it's Last Looks.
Okay.
It's a low rating though, 5.6.
But yeah, so he was in this, and I was excited when watching to see that he does play a very large part in this movie. He plays the right-hand man to Matthew McConaughey's...
Hello, Pfeiffer.
I don't know his character's name. So yeah,
I hope Fuzz is here today, too.
Oh yeah, we'll have to see if Fuzz shows up. Who's here in chat? I can't see the chat for some reason.
Buzz is here today. Oh,
I got it doubled up.
Just got a hi.
Well, hello, and welcome.
I feel like we don't have a lot to really say about. Like, we're not as opinionated on this movie.
Oh, we both definitely liked it.
To Doctor Strange, like, I mean, obviously we had our strong opinions on that, but this movie was just like, it was nice.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
Charlie Hunnam's best movie was Papillon.
Check that out. We can put that on stream.
Do I look like Charlie Hunnam?
Well, in the thumbnail.
Can you pull up our...
Oh, should I... Yeah, that post we made? Sure.
Charlie Hunnam, almost, like, with his haircut, he almost looks like Channing Tatum.
If we did a skit based off this movie, which we were definitely thinking about doing, you would definitely play his character.
Let's see what Papillon's all about.
Yeah, I'll put that on stream when you find it. This was
from the Parisian underworld.
This was the Instagram post we made for today's podcast, and you can see Luca on the right side being Charlie Hunnam's character. It actually fits pretty well. Yeah,
it's me.
It's you. It's been you all along.
Rami Malek is also in Papillon too. So that might be a good one to watch. It looks like. Would you say that movie's underrated? By Fur.
Can you send me the link to it or the name?
Yeah, here, let me send you that.
And then I'll put it on stream for everyone to see.
Well, let me pull up the IMDb for you. And... Man, Rami Malek is in it.
Let me
it seems like this one, it has a 7.2 on IMDb, but it has a 52% splat. 52% splat on Rotten Tomatoes for that one.
But wow. His acting is awesome. So yeah, but IMDb puts a 7.2. So
that's a drastic difference, though.
Yeah, you don't know who to trust anymore when it comes to that kind of stuff. Papillon moved. I'm trying to find a poster I can put on stream.
There's a drastic difference, but
oh, I got a good poster. Good poster.
Of a Steve McQueen movie.
Put that right on stream.
So
I'd be interested in seeing this.
yeah, I mean, so we don't really have anything after this. Is this is it? Oh, that's a French poster, I guess, but probably not in French. Looks like it's on Hulu too. I'll have to check. I still want to watch Good Time, please. The Lost City of Z. I've heard that. I've heard of The Lost City of Z as well.
Oh,
haven't watched
Robert Pattinson's in it. So is
in what? The Lost City of Z?
Yeah, and so is Tom Holland.
Oh my god, it's the perfect movie.
Yeah, and actually the reviews are good too. Okay,
Two of the most beautiful men.
Add that to the ITM.
Well, now 3.
list.
I mean, if I look like Charlie Hunnam, then it's the 3 most beautiful men.
Oh. Yeah, the next movie we have to do is.
What you want to do?
No, the one you wanted to do.
Good Time.
Yeah, we have to do Good Time next.
We have to, or else I'm gonna get cranky.
Yeah, you're not gonna be happy about that.
I'm gonna rise up.
So I was gonna say for this movie,
to
get back to the gentleman, I really, really enjoyed how the story was told from the point of view of he's trying to sell the events as a script, I thought that was really unique, and that's what reminded me of Ocean's 11 when they are describing their plans, and they're like, all right, this is what's going to happen, but they're actually showing it as it happens. I love that. So this was really cool. I really like when they do that.
Yeah, and it was a different vibe. It was a different feel. I did like, and I was mentioning this too while we were watching it, the comedic breaks that they had. So you just had Matthew McConaughey either you see him doing his thing, and then there's the comedic break. Also, yep, okay. So you pulled up Colin Farrell's squad.
You gonna get that tracksuit?
Yeah, I'm getting that tracksuit.
Yeah, you gotta do a skit with the tracksuit.
One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna get.
Oh, before we keep talking about this movie, I know that we've been doing a lot of breaks for this movie, but something I did want to mention was that we have created a skit, a short film, and it's currently in the editing stages. So expect to see that on our YouTube and our Instagram on, I'm going to say hopefully by Thursday or Friday it'll be out. I just want to do another edit of it, but we filmed it during the day together, and I think it's relatable. I don't want to give it. It's about coffee. That's the thing. We can say that, but it's definitely relatable. I think everyone will understand the skit.
I mean, well, yeah, maybe people will understand it. Maybe they'll be offended by it, but so
the outdoor kitchen.
I can find a clip for you.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to see if you can get into the chat. It's just broken for me, so I can see. I have it on.
I can see the chat,
but I can't delete other stuff. So
I know we have our bots.
Yeah, if you want to delete the bots.
Do you want?
What?
Well, one of the scenes that just popped up. Wait, can you do the Colin Farrell one? Here, can I send you this? Put this up. This is the scene that we're talking about.
You want me to play it without audio? Oh yeah. Well, I can put this on stream. Yeah. Let me see.
Well, okay, so what I actually loved about this movie, too, was the way that it started out. Well, Cody's putting up that Colin Farrell thing that we were talking about earlier. What I really like about the movie is how it starts out, and it leaves you with that cliffhanger of him in the bar, sitting there, and you just see the blood show up on his face.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool. Did he just die? Is that all they could afford of Matthew McConaughey? Was that 5 seconds of
right at the beginning?
Clip?
But that was unexpected how they used that. I should have seen it coming, to be honest, but I was happy how it turned out.
Oh, it turned out so well.
Yeah.
And then you get more towards the end of the movie, and you see that it was his right-hand man saving him. Which, I mean, obviously we didn't know that was how that played out to begin with, but it's just the way the movie flows is really good, and I think that's why I don't have a lot to say about it. Like, it was just a good movie. It was a good movie to sit down, watch, and enjoy. And the story was easy to follow. You knew exactly what was happening. You weren't confused. Maybe the only confusing things that I'd have to say is, like, sometimes you didn't know if it was, like, you know, what was... Because there was that part where he, like, basically shot him up, right? He shot up that Asian guy up, and then they reverse it and, like, redo it, right? So that was probably the only confusing thing. But other than that, what?
I was going to say, quick break. Killer Point of View, welcome. Good to see you here. Yeah, I think Luca was talking about Henry Golding. His character was a little. He was the henchman who took over the tea shop one. Yeah, he was
he
was
okay, he was Dry Eye.
Yeah, Dry Eye. You can tell that he was kind of scripted to just purposely be angry. You know, it didn't feel genuine. So I will agree with you on that. But that's like the one thing that was like a little strange. It literally was like, all right, now be mad. Like,
yeah, I almost felt like he was. I mean, he was instrumental in it because I guess he was just another guy that wanted the business. But he did not perform as well as Jeremy Strong, who was playing Matthew, who was sort of the mastermind behind it all. And let me send you that clip of the Pound of Flesh one, because I liked that scene as well.
Yeah, that
where
was
he's
really
like
good.
Talking about the Pound of Flesh.
Yeah, where he's like, listen, I wouldn't normally get mad, but someone touched my wife, so give me your flesh.
Yeah, he's so like,
give me your flesh. No, Matthew McConaughey's acting was pretty perfect in this.
This scene that was just playing with them in the trunk. I would love to do a skit of that, because we can easily recreate that, and it would look so good.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know what we would necessarily do in it. So if you guys have ideas for any skits or whatever, if you want to see examples of what we've already done, we do have some uploaded on YouTube from Wheelman. And we did one with the other man that had, oh my god.
What?
Cody, what's his name?
Frank
Liam
Grillo.
Neeson.
Oh, we have the Frank Grillo one. We have the Liam Neeson skits on our channel.
And Liam Neeson.
I think they were both good, but I think we did our best. I think both of our Wheelman skits on the YouTube and Instagram are pretty good. I'm happy with them.
Yeah, definitely check them out. YouTube did not like... We did one with like a spam call. They didn't like that one for some reason. But Cody had a good one about Venmoing after you go to eat dinner. And that one was really good. So check out our skits. Chill Dockery is... I mean, I can agree with you, Beefer. Like, she was kind of forgettable. I really think the main focus was McConaughey's character, and she just sort of either supported that or gave him a motive to be as aggressive as he was. Because at the end of the day, like, okay, his business is important, but like that was sort of that emotional connection that you needed for him to sort of be like really getting into being aggressive and letting that, I guess, I want to say lion mentality. Does he refer to himself as a lion? I feel like he did.
Yeah, I think it was a lion and the king was the thing. I'm going to play this audio just for a second, because when he screams this, it's just, like, his acting is really good. Even though it's just, like, a 1 second thing. I don't think it'll matter, so I'll just play it.
No amount of money on
God's it's like a dub or something.
Is it?
But I am emotional about the fact that someone laid their hands on my wife.
Here it is.
My wife!
And the music, you know? Not a dub, I mean like someone recorded it on their phone or something. But yeah, I like that. And like he screams again and the music drops, you know? This movie has a lot of good twists and turns where you think it's finally over for him. You know, you think someone's finally has the drop on him, but then it's like, nope, now we've been watching you too, you know? There's multiple times in this where you think it's over for
he had it all planned out, and he
from
knew
the very
like
beginning
what was happening when. So methodical.
Yeah.
I feel like, I guess in that sense it feels like Kingsman, because that's sort of how that writing is. Like it's all pretty much planned out, methodical, like they thought about it.
The only thing Kingsman was, like I said, the only thing I saw Kingsman was like that etiquette, that style, you know?
Did you watch the Kingsman? Did you watch
Not yet, no.
No.
But even in the Kingsman, the first one, look, okay, tell me these don't look very similar. Ready?
It did have everything killer. It really knocked it out of the park with everything. And that's why, like, I'm trying to just come up with stuff to say about it, because like, I remember this movie, and normally some movies just don't stick in my head, but like I remember like a good chunk of this movie, and it was pretty memorable. Like the Doctor Strange stuff, I don't even think I could tell you what happened in half of that movie.
Yeah.
You give it a 6 out of 10? So, I mean, right now it's rated on IMDb a 7.8 and a 75% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, but
with an 84% audience score.
Everyone's like rating scale is different.
Yeah, 6 out of 10. Also, that reminds me about rating scales, Cody.
Wait, here, can I show you this thing I was pulling up first?
Yes.
Yeah, I know we're gonna bring that up. Action-packed comedy, suspense. Yeah, it was all really good. So, the reason I compared it to Kingsman, or I can see the where they get some ideas from in terms of like the etiquette and the style in this movie is, alright, on stream right now is I have the poster for this movie, The Gentleman, right? And now I'm going to put in the Kingsman poster for the Golden Circle, the second one, but even the first one's the same. You get the idea. Look at that. Okay. It's like, just keep going back and forth for a second. Yeah, I mean, you see where they got their idea from, you know, zoom out a little bit. Is
that the same font?
That's what I meant. Like, it's very similar in style. So,
oh my god, it's like the Marvel formula.
Yeah. So that's why I was I see some similarities here.
I want that tracksuit so bad.
Just order one.
Would I look good in it?
We'd use it for no. First of all, no one really pulls off a tracksuit in the U.S.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yes.
That's right.
You use it for a skit and stuff like that.
I think I just wear it to the grocery store, to be honest. Then I just start beating people up.
Yeah.
That's what the plaid tracksuit.
Yeah, just beat someone up and be like, "Come on down to the gym. We'll train you some." Yeah. So, the scaling thing.
Yeah. Okay. So ranking. Write this down, Cody.
I mean, we already talked about it.
No,
but we're telling everyone else.
Discord.
Okay.
What the tracksuits for? No. Pull up.
Luca tracksuit 4 out of 10.
That's not the same tracksuit. Pull up the one of him in the squad.
I can just like go on Photoshop right now and put your face on the tracksuit and see what happens.
Do it.
Okay.
Put me on the tracks. Do the squad photo though of him in that light blue tracksuit, because I want to get that one.
Well, listen, this is you're asking me to edit you're asking me to do Photoshop editing during a live stream. My computer's like, like.
Okay, so while Cody's doing that,
yeah,
we have sort of this like ranking system where. So, like, if you look down at the bottom right, we have all of our movie rankings, like, going through, and we watched a lot of movies that we deemed were an 8, and we felt like we were watching too many movies that we thought were good, so we had to end up watching some movies that were just straight up bad. So for this year, you know, we have Spider-Man No Way Home, which we watched at the end of 2021. and we gave that movie an 8.5. And we said it was a favorite. So what does that necessarily mean when it's a favorite? It means that we would watch it. We would watch it again. We wouldn't really change much about it. And it's just something that we enjoy. We enjoyed. Most of the things that we have liked and have given like an 8 or above has been a favorite. So like Looper, we gave an 8.3, even though IMDb rated a 7.4. We thought that was sort of an underrated movie. Batman, we just skyrocketed in a 9.5. We thought that movie was fantastic.
Well deserved.
Lighthouse, we gave an 8, but we didn't say it was a favorite just because it was too confusing. Shutter Island, we agreed at an 8.2. 7, we said an 8.5. Movie 43, unfortunately, deserved a higher rating. We gave it a 3.5.
It did not. It did not.
But interestingly enough, we only had 4. If you're excluding Spider-Man, we only had 4 favorites this year. Doctor Strange, we gave a 6.6 to Doctor Strange, and let me know if you guys agree with that. If you've seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness yet, because I don't know, that movie was a big letdown. And check out we uploaded just a straight video for that. But the ranking system, essentially a 1 to a 3 is this movie's garbage. Like, don't watch this movie, it's bad. A 4 to a 6 is like, this it's good. Like, it's not good, it's borderline. Like, it's decent enough, but it's not quite there yet. A 7 to an 8, is like, this movie is good. We would potentially watch it again. We would recommend it to others to watch. And then a 9 out of 10, these movies are like borderline perfect. We wouldn't change anything about them. So for you, a 4 out of 10 though, Beefer, like, what is that? What is that? Is that like a 4 out of 10? You thought this movie was just straight garbage, or did you think that it was just mediocre at best? 7 or an 8 is a banger. Okay,
that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I would even agree too. Like, our ranking system, a 7 or an 8 is a banger as well. Like, I think that would qualify as that. Yeah, you agree? Okay. I think, yeah. And then when we get into like the percent, like when we go like 0.4, 0.3, whatever, like it just edges it out just a little bit. What's a 9 out of 10, Killer? Are you saying that Doctor Strange is a 9 out of 10? Because we're going to have a discussion about that.
We're going to have a talk about that. I
might put you on here right now. I will pull you on here right now, and we'll talk.
All right, your by the way, your squad photo is done, and I'll put that on stream.
Done?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how people are going to react to seeing this.
This better look good, Cody. This is everything to me.
Well, listen, you're asking me to do Photoshop. It already crashed twice because I don't have enough RAM to stream and Photoshop.
Oh boy.
You're asking wonders from me.
Hey, the bit rate of the stream stayed up though, so that's good. The stream is all right. I don't know about the hat.
Well, that was his hat, so you got his hat.
But you know what? The tracksuit, mint.
You know what?
Mint right there.
You know what? Maybe you could pull it off. Maybe we underestimated you.
Yeah, without the hat though, I don't think I can't do the hat. I don't know if I could.
Thank you.
That color is just great. That color is great.
I practice a little bit. I've had some experience now.
So. But okay, so Killer, I gotta know why you thought Doctor Strange. We're gonna go off the beaten path here. I gotta know why you thought Doctor Strange was a 9 out of 10. And let's talk about this. I mean,
you're about to make him real mad, Killer. This is not. Stay away from Luca on Doctor Strange.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just opinionated.
No, because I talked to someone else who watched the podcast. The Doctor Strange episode, and he was like, "Wow, Luca just really doesn't like this movie."
But no, okay. I love Doctor Strange. I love Benedict.
Oh no, like he's saying Doctor Strange.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Well, we'll get there in a second.
That's a high score. That's a high score. So
I don't blame you for that though.
Let's talk about the ratings. Why not? Let's get into it, because I don't think we have much more to say about the movie. The movie was pretty straightforward. Great writing, great acting.
That's fair.
Not much really to say about it. Love the comedy in it. Let's talk about
IMDb
the
first?
weightings. Yes.
Okay.
And it's Cody. This is
weightings.
why. Would you? I gotta do a poll or something. Like, if Cody and I made a website similar to like what IMDb does, not as flushed out as IMDb, but like, and we had our reviews of the movie and stuff, and like other people can leave reviews on it. Like, we sort of want to try to create like a community. Like, would you guys leave reviews on it or like do stuff with it, because we need a consolidated space to really like put our thoughts out there and do that kind of stuff. Like, this is a great platform to do it on, but obviously some people still like that blog style format, and Cody and I have been sort of going back and forth about trying to do like a website kind of thing where we have blogs about the movies we review. Maybe we get a little bit more in depth and do some movie news. Obviously, like, you know, if when we do the horror stuff with you, Killer, like, we'll put that stuff up there. Like, we just want to try to do a little bit more and sort of broaden the horizons a little bit with a website and try to drive people to look at that. We won't do like one of those paid wall things.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
I was gonna say I'm iffy about the idea because I'd rather.
Cody's like, oh, got time for that.
No, I just mean like we're slowly building on YouTube, and I'd rather just keep building on YouTube. And then once there's a big enough audience that will be interested in a website. But we can talk more about that if you want to just get right into the review for this.
Yes. Okay. So
because I want to hear Killer's Doctor Strange review, and they're holding back on us till we finish this. So we got to finish this so we can hear the Doctor Strange one.
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I know
we
we
have
can go on
Linktree.
websites and do it.
Yeah.
But I just thought it'd be cool to. I have a Linktree. We have.
No,
one,
yeah,
but
that works.
I don't think I have the right stuff on it.
We have everything on it.
Well, the right stuff in terms of like we don't have a blog or something.
No, but I think the channel, like this YouTube channel, is our main platform. So we got 7.8 out of 10. We like to go through this and check the graphs.
The graphs.
The graphs.
This is actually like an interesting curve as well.
It's pretty even. You got
this curve is interesting. Like, okay, so before we just talk about it, shoot. I know. And like, so we had this whole audio thing, and now I'm thinking of dropping the audio space.
Well, we really haven't been using it.
But like, yeah, I haven't been uploading to it, and like, I don't really think people are watching it, or not watching it because they can't. Like, they can't really listen to it on there anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say we already kind of decided a while ago that like our show is meant for visual. You know,
we're on every audio platform. Like, I distribute it out to every audio platform. And it doesn't hit the same as YouTube. Like, our YouTube stuff it performs way better on YouTube. And I think that's because we're more of a visual podcast. We're not like Joe Rogan level, but
yeah,
you know,
no,
like
it's a more of a show.
Yeah. And we don't, like, you lose out on that community engagement, whereas like we like talking to you guys, and it sort of creates these conversations. So that's sort of like the bread and butter, I think, too. Is like it's an interactive podcast / show. But okay, bell curve. Gotta stay focused here. A lot of people give it an 8. Seems like this movie was 18 to 29.
Well, look how even the 9s and the 7s are. That's weird. 20 and 20, and then 35.
I gotta find some reviews here, user reviews. These are my favorites. Perfect Slow Burn. That's Hugh Grant. Seems so unlike him in his other films. Guy Ritchie, Back to His Best. Ruthless, First Class, Kick in the Teeth. Everybody likes Guy Ritchie. They all like... I haven't seen... What are some Guy Ritchie films?
I was going to say, I recognized his name when I was looking up this movie the first time.
What are some of his movies? So people said Snatch is really good, which is a 2000 film. Which literally... Dude, this movie looks so similar in terms of the poster to... Let me send you this poster.
No, I see it.
You see it? It looks so similar to what we just looked at. What is this about? Illegal boxing promoter convinces gangster to offer bets on bare-knuckle boxing. Okay, that's interesting. Wrath of Man.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, King Arthur's... Oh, she did Sherlock Holmes. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I think I watched that. Yeah. Aladdin 2?
He's got a lot of movies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The Governor. So, I mean, it seems like he only really has... Not only, but, like, you know... Some of the stuff that we see more noticeably. But he did the Sherlock Holmes and... Oh, he did both Aladdins. Okay. I like the Aladdins.
Yeah, so that's why it's funny because like I don't normally know directors, but I recognize the name. So definitely something that's been talked about, and that's a lot of movies.
Some people are just like, oh, not their cup of tea.
But demographics down here by the bell curve, you got a majority 7.9, 7.7, 7.5. Pretty much all in that upper sevens range.
So basically, like any Guy Ritchie film is just banging. Not any, but you know, maybe I'll put Snatch in the data sheet here. I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
The King Arthur one, I don't know about that one, but. So he seems like Guy Ritchie sort of specializes in these gangster movies. You know, it's sort of his thing that he likes. So they're saying The Gentleman reminded them a lot of Snatch. So if whatever we give this rating, you know, we might enjoy Snatch as well. Really? Wow. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is in my top 5 films. Snatch is up there. From the ads, this looked like a promising return to form for Guy Ritchie, who had been ruined by Madonna in big money Hollywood. Thankfully, it exceeded my expectations. He learned to tone down all the camera tricks and music video pacing. The script is top-notch, and the performances are a blast. An instant classic. You do have to have an IQ above your shoe size to follow along, but it's not that complicated. The soundtrack is full of British gems like Roxy Music and The Jam. It's a hoot.
That was about
I don't know if
The
your
Gentleman?
IQ has to be that high. Yeah.
Okay. You on IMDb stuff right now still?
I'm just
kind of skipped
searching,
over the...
I'm just searching through the reviews here. From the user reviews. I'm not surprised at the ratings for this, to be honest. I will give a little bit of a tidbit into my thinking here. I don't know if you're gonna hate me for this, but I think it's it's above a 7.
Above a 7?
Like above, like I think it's in the 8s for me.
Yeah, no, same for me. Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna give you my exact score. Gotta go. Let's do Rotten Tomatoes. Let's go to that.
Rotten Tomatoes
got a 75% certified fresh and an 84% audience score.
Audience.
Hey, I was saying it. What's going on here?
I just... Somebody said it took too long for the action to start.
The next movie is Good Time with Robert Pattinson, because I think after we watched The Batman, we watched The Lighthouse, we agreed that we were kind of digging the Robert Pattinson stuff, and Luca's wanted to see it for a while now. So I told him, all right, next podcast is it Good Times or Good Time?
Good Time.
Good Time. That's the next episode.
Yeah, I've been saying it for like the last 5 movies. Just been wanting to watch this Good Time movie.
So that's what we're doing.
I've heard a lot of
next.
good things about it.
Yeah.
And I've heard it's one of Robert Pattinson's best movies behind the Twilight series.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Twilight here. So
it seems like this movie, like, gentlemen just hit the box with everything. They just checked off everything. Some people saying it was difficult to follow, but I don't.
Okay, it was for me because I was talking to you while we were watching, and I missed like the first thing he said. So if you miss the first line in this movie, you'll be lost for a little bit because you're like, wait, why is he telling him this stuff? But no, if you paid attention from the beginning, it's definitely easy to understand.
So a lot of the 1-star reviews are people just saying like, I left after 20 minutes, I left after 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Like, hold on, let me go back to this one that I just saw. Somebody here said, I left the theater within the first 20 minutes of the movie. The acting was horrible, and it felt like I was watching a film play of amateur actors. The plot was redundant, and I'm happy I spent my night doing literally anything else.
Yeah, okay. I saw the eyebrow movement.
What a loser.
You're like, what the? You're like, Yeah.
What a loser. And these are some pretty new reviews as well, so...
Oh, you know what? I gotta edit the podcast and put in last movie's ranking as well.
People didn't like that they were saying the C word.
Oh no.
The C word.
So
yeah, the people that gave it 1 stars walked out, and they that's why they gave it a 1 star, because they didn't see the puzzle come together. Like, I don't know. This is why Rotten Tomatoes is a little iffy. Like, sometimes the audience score is like pretty accurate, like where we stand, and the critics are just like god awful wrong. Like, they just don't understand. But it seems like IMDb and the critics agree with each other here. So, Cody.
Yes, sir.
What do you rank in this movie for you?
You say first, because I'm just editing.
I say it first? Okay.
You give your review while I add it to the stream. By the way, everyone who doesn't know yet, on the bottom, under me, all the way at the bottom, we have a scrolling bar of all of our movie reviews of the past, of 2022. Even if they're not from 2022, it's every movie we've seen this year, because at the end of the year, when we do our award show, that will be not just 2022 movies, it'll be every movie we've seen this year competing against one another for top rank.
It'll be a long award show. So, and you know what? We'll compete with the Oscars, all right?
We will. We will.
And we'll live stream at the same time the Oscars is going on. And I guarantee you we'll get more people. Dude, okay, so Cody and I got a green screen. I'm sorry, like I know you wanna get into our rating here. I've kind of drawn it out a little bit, but Cody and I got a green screen recently, and I think it'd be so cool for like the award ceremony this year if we got like a microphone stand, and like we walked out and like basically just did the same thing as the Oscars. We're like, and this year's movie award goes to.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And,
definitely.
And like it pans up, or like it has our.
Oh no, one of us would definitely have to make a joke and then slap the other. No, for sure.
No slapping. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's the Oscars. Someone's got to get slapped.
I mean, the slap. I think the slap's already like long gone.
Yeah, but a year from now when we do it, people will go, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah, the slap."
Oh yeah.
So for me, I think I gotta hold on. I gotta look at the sheet here. Shutter Island 8.2. Looper 8.3. 7.85. You know, I think I agree with the audience score at an 8.4.
It's funny. I was gonna say the same thing. Easy and I think this movie is really well done. Really happy watching it. Really enjoyable movie. Simple. Well, it wasn't simple, but it was just like wasn't overly complicated. It was it reminded me of those like I said, the Ocean's movies. Like those old fashioned heist movies and all that. And I really enjoyed that. Love that. So no slapping, but I vote.
I don't know who would take it. I don't know who.
Well, it'd be on green screen. It would just be like I just cut in Superman, like destroying it, just like some mega kick.
And then you go into like the what is it? The sniper, like the X-ray or like the Mortal Kombat X-ray. Okay, so is this movie a favorite for you? Would you change anything about it or not much about it? And is it rewatchable for you?
Nothing I'd really change. Is it rewatchable? Yes. But am I going to? I don't.
Because I'll just say that I would consider it a favorite. Like I would put it in my top 15 list.
Yeah. I would too.
You would just get rid of Henry Golding.
Yeah, just to delete him from the movie.
Just delete him from the movie.
We'll put Luca in. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll put me in. I'll be him.
Yeah.
We'll do a skit where it's instead of Henry Golding sitting at the table, it's me. So what are you gonna? Is it not a favorite?
Yeah,
for
so
you,
we'll say 8.4. It's a favorite for sure.
Okay, it's the first favorite in a while. So
it is. Well, because we wouldn't. Because I don't know if the other man could be a favorite. Well, you know what? Maybe it is a favorite. Maybe the other man's a favorite. Yeah, it hasn't happened in a while. They're just random.
Well, I mean, like we could have given. Oh wait, we did.
What?
Yeah, never mind. I'd take it back.
No, we haven't given anything an 8.4. So. No, so that is one thing we want to mention is we will be making a visible scale. That way when we go to the time to review, we put it on stream and you can see where all of our movies are with their poster. I'm going to make that this week so that the next podcast episode with Good Time.
Yeah, it's almost like a tier list kind of thing.
Yeah. And I'm excited to get that done.
Anything else? Like, you guys have any comments, questions, concerns about the future of this podcast? Anything you'd like us to do? This is your time to speak.
Oh yeah,
we'll be reviewing Good Time.
Killer point of view. If you're here, we need to know your Doctor Strange review now.
Oh yes, Doctor Strange review. Yes.
Yeah, we want to know your score.
About that.
Yeah.
This 9 out of 10. We got to know what you thought of it.
Yeah, we got to know your out of 10 on that.
And we will also be doing a theories video because Cody understands the comic books a little bit more. Well, I say a little bit, maybe a lot more than I do. So we will be doing a video on why they decided to do certain things in the movie, and some explanations as to why they did those things. Because, I mean, just go watch the other one and hear me rant about it. 7.5 out of 10. Okay, why?
Well, wait a minute.
Why?
First of all, yeah, I can get on board with your review. I was gonna say a 7. Killer point of view. It's around there. Because it's not like terrible.
But it is. No, it's not terrible. It's just horrible.
I had a great time watching it, although it just disappointed me in some aspects.
Well, it disappoints in the writing. Like, the CG work is cool, and obviously, like, every time there's a Doctor Strange movie, the CG is going to be good.
I like that comment you just made, before I agree that sometimes Disney as a whole, Marvel, Star Wars, just pumping. They're just pumping stuff out while they can to make the money.
Well, so here's a theory. Here's a clippable theory. So I mean, Cody, you don't really watch Disney Plus. Like, you're not watching those TV shows, right? No. So I feel like what's happening here is the more that they produce these TV shows, I feel like almost they might start slowing down on the movie side. Are you kidding me? No. The most useless character in that whole thing? America Chavez? She could have just been a book Doctor Strange could read.
Wait, what was it? Oh, man. I forgot what I was going to say, and then I forgot again. Oh, the theory video. It's not just going to be theories. We're also just going to have, I think, a general discussion a little bit deeper on the movie as well, because in our episode we didn't really go too deep into exact moments in time, like what was happening and some cool moments, and I do want to talk about those more a little in depth. I would watch everything, except I don't really want to, because like I love those characters. Well, some of them. I'm more of a DC comic guy, but in terms of Marvel, Moon Knight is my favorite character. I just don't like... I love the comic book version, and I also just don't have time to watch so many Marvel shows. If I'm going to watch TV, it's not going to be Marvel stuff. I enjoy... When it comes to Marvel, post-Endgame, I haven't really been overly satisfied by anything, you know, because like, that was like a 10-year journey, and I liked those 10 years. It was like a movie once or twice a year, and you got excited, and you were wondering what's going to happen, watching theory videos on YouTube, like you were like reading leaks and stuff like that. And like for 10 years, Marvel movies once a year, I think eventually it became twice a year, was like everything. But then it went from twice a year to like, and then we got more movies, and post Endgame I was like, oh well, we just ended like this huge journey. I don't know if I want to get on board for the next 10-year journey, because it's not the same to me, and especially with the shows in the Star Wars shows, like a Star Wars movie once in a while, fine, I could deal with it. But you start doing Star Wars shows and Marvel shows, I'm like, I can't. There's too much. I don't want to keep up. I want to read the comics instead. So.
Well, see, that's sort of like why we're a good duo, because like I like watching the TV shows instead.
Yeah. I don't have time.
I mean, like, well, I mean. Yeah, I make the time to watch them. I mean, I watch a lot of TV, too, so it's like, you know, I've seen Loki, I've seen WandaVision. And WandaVision, I'm excited that's getting a season 2. I don't know what they're necessarily going to do, because the way that they left off season 1, sort of, end of season 1 almost really ties into...
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah. And I'm not going to watch an America Chavez show.
But you got to admit, if they do the character right in the whole show, is like every episode she travels to a different reality or a different universe, that would be cool.
I still don't care, though.
Okay.
And they're probably not going to do that. It's probably just going to be an origin story for the first season.
Maybe. Who knows?
But Loki was great. You know, like all those things. Like, they're putting a lot of effort into the TV shows.
Yeah, well, they have the budget.
Those shows are movie level quality.
Yeah, actually, the one Marvel show I'm excited for. I am excited for the. No, actually, I'm not excited. I thought they were gonna do like a War Machine or an Iron Man show, but they're doing Ironheart, which is like okay. She's just like. I think she's just like a nerd, like a really techie teenager who finds an Iron Man suit and then starts messing with it and like becomes the next Iron Man. It's a cool comic, but the coolest part of the comic, which I doubt they'll do because he's too expensive, so I really don't care anymore, is like the whole point of the comic is she's guided by like Tony left behind an AI version of himself, like Jarvis style, that is like guiding her to take over the role of Iron Man, or you know. But I don't think they have the budget to just bring back Iron Downey Jr. as a hologram. That'd be sick if they did, because then everyone will watch that show if RDJ's in it. But I'm you know, we'll have to see. I'm tired of these like teenager characters who are like, school sucks, I'm a superhero. Like Ned from Spider-Man was so annoying. It's kind of like Transformers movies where there's the humans, and you're like, I don't care about the humans and their plot points. Show me the Transformers. It's kind of,
Yeah. So Killer says that Doctor Strange is a setup movie. But
Yeah.
Like, a setup for what?
Well,
What's after
Secret
this?
Wars.
But so we have Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Like, what's the timeline right now? What is this, Phase 4?
Think so. 5. I know.
No, it's Phase 4. So Thor: Love and Thunder, which this is behind. We have Black Panther 2, which we'll see what happens with that. Captain Marvel 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Blade.
You got the Miss Marvel show as well.
Quantum
Blade,
Mania,
I'm excited for. Quantum Mania, I'm excited for.
and another Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Secret Wars, Fantastic Four, X-Men.
We still have not gotten Secret Invasion.
Yeah, no,
We haven't gotten
Fury.
Miss Marvel. Or maybe we did.
No, Miss Marvel's going to be a TV show, I think.
Ironheart. Yeah, these are TV shows. Ironheart.
Yeah, there you go.
Armor Wars.
That's with...
I Am Groot, and the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And She-Hulk.
The Spider-Man. They're also bringing back the X-Men and animated 90s show. Like the same art style, and it's continuing the story. And you got the Spider-Man show, the animated show they're doing. Yeah, Fantastic Four, X-Men. I really hope they do X-Men justice because, like, I'm so, like, I love the X-Men movies. So they better do it all really well.
Too confusing. Some of these timelines are too confusing. But
well, it's getting to that point where they have like 25, 30 movies now. They can only keep adding on, and then, it's only going to get harder and harder to keep timelines and plot holes from happening. Fans. People are going to go nuts looking for stuff. Yeah, they do have to recast all the X-Men, and that is a little sad.
that's funny.
Agent Carter. That show was like... That lasted like, I think 2 seasons? I think 2 seasons.
But, I don't know. I think...
My favorite Marvel shows are the Netflix shows. All of those were amazing.
Well, those moved over to Disney Plus now.
Yeah, but they're not the same. They're not continuing them. I hated Marvel for canceling them, or Disney. I hated Disney for canceling them. I was so mad when canceled Daredevil because it was so good, and then Jessica Jones was good.
Really good.
Luke Cage was good. I think Jessica Jones was the one a lot of people didn't end up watching, but I'm like, you really should. It's just as good as Daredevil. Like, it was really enjoyable.
I actually didn't watch it.
It's because she's like a private detective, but she has super strength. No, Iron Fist was the one I did not like, but the rest of them I loved. Actually, don't even think I watched the majority of Iron Fist because the reviews came out terrible and the first episode was terrible. So, but Luke Cage I just watched just to try it, and I ended up not being able to stop watching it. Just same with Jessica Jones. Then Daredevil, obviously. Like, I'm so happy they kept him for the MCU because if they had recasted him, I would have been so mad.
But all right, Cody, we're coming up. It's 3:32.
Whoa!
I know you gotta get ready for work.
Gotta get ready, get the suit on, go to work. Yeah. I'll show that post one more time if I can find it.
This is a great podcast.
No, that's not. Here it is.
Keep an eye out. I don't know when we'll watch Good Time. We'll probably end up watching it this week. So stay tuned for that. Hit us up on Instagram at into.themovieverse and keep up to date on when we're going live. We are on Twitter at iMovieverse, but Twitter, it's one of those places that are hit or miss. I have been posting on there, but...
I like Instagram and YouTube are our primaries. You'll definitely find us there active all the time.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram, we're slowly growing a community there. So The Gentleman Collective 8.4, it is a favorite.
Yes.
Next up in the pipeline is Good Time with Robert Pattinson. Gotta love him.
Yeah, I'll put a photo of that quickly.
And let's see, Am I missing anything? And well, yes, we'll have our skit up by the end of this week. And yeah, if you guys have any other like skit ideas, or if you have anything, feel free to DM us on Instagram. And yeah, this was great. I mean, this obviously went a lot more smoothly than the Doctor Strange one.
Oh, there wasn't much to say for that.
And we could do the theories video. We could do the theories video live, but I think we're just going to end up making that sort of like a recorded one that we do, and Cody can edit some stuff in it. But yeah, good time up next. Thank you all for joining us today.
The Hobbit, Killer Point of View. Thank you guys for joining so much.
Fuzz, we hope you were here, or maybe Fuzz changed his name to Beefer. I don't know.
No. Luca should buy a tracksuit first. Do a skit of Luca buying his first tracksuit. A
skit? There's no skit. It's real.
No. He's saying we should do a skit of you purchasing it, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we could do that.
With another fight scene.
That's an easy skit.
Yeah, you guys, our short film. It's more of a skit. It's like a 2-minute skit that's going to come out on YouTube later this week. It's pretty funny. Honestly, it's just stupid, but the action's funny and it's silly. And I'm going to finish editing it later this week and hopefully have that up for you guys to see. Can't wait to show that.
Yeah, so pretty exciting stuff.
I think that's the end of episode 22 of Into the Movieverse. Thank you guys so much for joining again. To Hobbit, Killer Point of View. Thanks for staying around and chatting. It's been great. Hopefully see you guys in the next episode.
Yep.
And
Cody, sign us off.
Signing off, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Movie Knots. Yeah, Movie Knots. Got to use that now. So
gotta use that.
Thank you, Movie Knots, for joining us. Yeah, and we will see you guys very soon. If you want to see daily stuff, we do some stuff on. I mean, obviously, YouTube is going to be a weekly, bi-weekly posting thing. But if you want to see what we're talking about on the daily, that would be our Instagram, Into the Movieverse. So see you guys around. Hopefully, see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.